Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I have some interesting Ripple and XRP related stories to share with you. Yes, just you, aren't you lucky? In this latest Moon Lambo hot jam. It's gonna be a killer time here, including the fact that there's been an insane amount of XRP volume. The numbers just quite staggering, frankly. I got a couple metrics to share with you actually on the XRP front specifically. And this is against the backdrop, obviously, of ridiculous amount of turbulence in crypto markets in terms of price. And then there's this story from Crypto Newsflash. Ripple partners with Egypt's largest bank for cross-border remittances. Well, how about that? More success. And it's been fascinating. Yeah, there's been some scary news along the way, but look, I've been in the world of crypto about 3.5 years now. And the vast majority of news that has come out surrounding Ripple and surrounding XRP has been extremely positive. And you might think that that would be something that would drive price upward, but you'd be wrong. You'd be wrong. That is actually not, I know it's stupid, but it's true. In the short term, that is not how the markets work. People are just investing in any cryptocurrency, not based on fundamentals, and as a result, the market's just, in a general sense, moving in tandem, not down to the second, the day, the hour, the week, the month, whatever, but it is. Now, eventually, though, and that's the reason that this story matters, and I do want to cover it, and hopefully you care about it too if you're an XRP holder, the fundamentals will ultimately matter. The reason they don't sufficiently right now is because the crypto markets the world over, frankly, just in complete nascency. That's what it is. As the asset class matures, though, money will flow where there's actual value. And value means that problems are being solved. Value is different than price. Price is just the open market price you can buy or sell an asset for. Value is what's something doing. Like you're solving an actual problem with a cryptocurrency, because that represents value. And if a cryptocurrency represents value, then it deserves to continue to have an open market price in perpetuity. And so with the massive sell-off in crypto yesterday, XRP's volume over $21 billion in the last 24 hours. It's just ridiculous how much has been transacting. And so, yes, that's a lot of people panic selling, but there's, on the flip side, all sorts of people that have taken advantage of the situation and seen this to be a tremendous buying opportunity, which is provably the case, as the price of XRP did go up at least a bit, and I suspect it'll continue to do that over time, as long as you don't see another huge tank, the crypto as a whole. But as I covered in a recent video where I was talking about price, that most analysts I'm following anyway, they do tend to think that you're going to see more likely than not some consolidation for Bitcoin from here on. But the best is still yet ahead in terms of when the fireworks are really going to be lit for XRP going parabolic, hitting its previous all-time high, and then entering a new realm of price discovery. So many analysts think that we're going to be seeing eventually this market cycle over $10, and many think more like $20 to $30. And so lots of people taking advantage of the low price action that we've seen within the last 24 hours, which, even though admittedly it was low, looks much better than several months ago when XRP dropped down to about 17 cents after that news broke about the SEC going after Ripple. So there's that, and then take a look at this. This is XRP Scan, and the number of new accounts, it's just insane. Even with all the fear that happened yesterday, check this out. It was over 5,000. Let me take a look here. Yeah, look at this. 5,270 accounts created while people were losing their ever-loving minds. And there's still more being created today. Over 5,000 as the market's flipping out. And so these are people that are like, oh yeah, this is nice. I can buy this at a discount. It's just astonishing to continue to see this. And so I feel bad for the people that are losing money, but look, we're all adults here. We get to make our own adult financial decisions in terms of buying and selling. So that's why, for me, I'm just going to continue to hold. Like the price action we've seen, it does not intimidate me in the least. I want to give a shout out to XRP Crypto Wolf for sending this next story my way. And this is the one about this massive new partnership. And so I want to jump into this piece from Crypto Newsflash entitled "Ripple Partners with Egypt's Largest Bank for Cross-Border Remittances." And so, if you're like me and you believe that fundamentals will ultimately matter and have a stronger correlation in terms of price action, you got to be aware of this. All of this matters right now. And these 8,000 plus cryptocurrencies that exist today will not continue to exist at least not on exchanges, if they don't ultimately solve a problem and get used for something. It's just not clear which cryptocurrencies are going to be the winners now, which is why you see the whole market move in tandem. That's it. It's no more complex than that. But check this out. Ripple has partnered with the largest bank in Egypt to power cross-border remittances. The National Bank of Egypt will connect with a UAE-based financial services provider, allowing the millions of Egyptians working in the Middle Eastern country to send money back home seamlessly on RippleNet. So let me pause right there. Already what you're seeing here is that the system continues to get built out, even with all the messiness of what's happening with the SEC in the background. RippleNet continues to increase. And in order for XRP to be used on a truly massive scale, you have to have a proper blend of price and liquidity. And liquidity is more important than price, of course, because who cares what the hell the price is if there aren't people buying and selling it the world over in massive numbers? It's not going to do a damn thing. Now, the price still matters, and the higher the price, yes, the bigger the transactions you can facilitate, but liquidity is certainly, obviously, substantially more important. And so the reason you only have a handful of corridors today, outside of what's happening with the litigation, frankly, it's just the markets are illiquid. That's it. XRP markets are not that liquid. And I understand, just to be clear, this is not me speaking bad about XRP for the sake of it. XRP is one of the most liquid cryptocurrencies on the entire planet, but the truth of the matter is the crypto asset class in general is not particularly liquid, right? So it's not something specifically terrible about XRP. You need a bigger pie. With XRP moving along with everything else, as long as you get a bigger crypto pie and XRP keeps moving up too, you will have at some point sufficient liquidity. Like imagine a world where you've got a market cap of XRP in the trillions. If that happens and it's sustainable, and if more people are trading XRP throughout the world, then that liquidity can be tapped into. And so all of these banks and all of these customers that are coming online on RippleNet, even though they're just using the messaging portion today and settling through traditional means, even though that is the case, every single one of these entities, they're potential on-demand liquidity customers. Now, in some areas, including the United States, you do need to have sufficient regulatory clarity, and so I understand that that's a hurdle as well. But other than that, it's pretty much just onboarding customers and liquidity. But the cool thing is, the bigger RippleNet gets, the more enticing it is to join because the more endpoints you connect to. And so you get this exponential increase in adoption over time, which is what we've seen, actually. But yeah, you just wait until there's sufficient liquidity and a higher price of XRP. My gosh, I think it's going to be mind-blowing if XRP continues to functionally be adopted as a result of the fact that it is solving a real-world problem. If that continues to happen, the pricing that we see today, I think it's just going to look like peanuts. It'll look like nothing, I think. And so the piece continues. Ripple announced the partnership today via a blog post. The San Francisco company will facilitate the remittances through RippleNet between the Egyptian bank and Lulu International Exchange, excuse me, a UAE financial services company that deals primarily in foreign exchange and global money transfer. The partnership will allow the two companies to facilitate remittances from Gulf states, including the UAE, to the North African country. Egypt ranks in the top 5 in remittances received globally. In 2020, it received the 5th highest remittances with $24.4 billion, just behind India, China, Mexico, and the Philippines. Remittances play a big part in the country's economy, accounting for 6.7% of the GDP. And so, my friends, what do you think is going to happen? Given that the only solution mankind has conceived of, they'll fix the train wreck that is the world of cross-border payments and settlement today, the only solution requires a decentralized cryptocurrency. What do you think is going to happen? Because XRP is the only one that's being positioned for that. Is it going to go away? Because look, if this doesn't continue to get adopted, specifically XRP as a bridge currency, then it's going to be, if it actually fell apart, which I'd very much be surprised, but if it did, it would have to be something that we haven't even perceived as another solution or something completely out of left field. I don't know what it would be. Imagine if there's some sort of actual, like, I can't imagine this either, but something in the code of XRP and the XRP ledger itself that can be taken advantage of that renders the whole platform useless. Like maybe something like that happens. Or outside, I don't know what it would be though, because if you just think through all, like, if you just throw every mentally think through like what could be problems for the adoption of this. Like I've done this for years and thrown everything that I could at the idea to try and make it not make sense, and I can't. Like, I can't find anything that would make it so that, oh yeah, because of this reason, it will not work. I haven't been able to find one of those. And so if there isn't another solution, and to this point, as I record this in 2021 in May, there is not, what do you think is going to happen? Either humans are going to solve the problem, or they're not. That's what it looks like to me anyway. So you can let me know what you think in the comment section below. But look, I've seen all of this continue to develop. I understand these are potential on-demand liquidity corridor endpoints, which does mean XRP is a bridge currency eventually, I believe anyway. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.